from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex restaurant in Katy, Texas. This is the award-winning car talk show in real time. Today, we talk to the special guests here, along with the Cruise-In participants. We'll review our featured cars of the week, the 2021 Buick Envision, the Infiniti QX55, and our pre-owned car of the week, the Genesis GV80. I don't know about that, but I'm sure that you're going to tell us. Yep. We got your weekly Cruise-In calendar. Conrad has his week in auto history. And we'll have the stories making auto news headlines. That and more just ahead on today's In Wheel Time Car Show for Saturday, May 15th, 2021. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars down there, King Conrad DeLong here, Jeff Zekin over here.
I'm over here.
David Ainsley, our chief engineer, makes a rare Saturday morning appearance. He's here. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. It is an absolutely stunning, perfect day.
It's gorgeous.
Out here in Katy, Texas. We are at the Lupe Tortilla, as I mentioned. And for those that don't know, the Lupe Tortilla in Katy is located just a short distance south of I-10, the Katy Freeway, on the Grand Parkway, at the Kingsland exit.
That's right.
Kingsland is right there.
It's right over there.
It's right there. So we would like to have you come out. This show just got underway. It'll be here for 3 hours, just like us.
Yep.
And it's going to be a great day for a great show, a cruise-in, as it were. And there is a variety of cars from well, let's see. Let me give it a quick scan here. It looks like at least the 50s.
I put the shot up.
All the way up to at least the 50s. Look, we've got a contingent of 55s and 56s straight ahead over there.
And that's just on a panel.
Just on the panel.
Oh gosh!
And and the '54 Pontiac, that's a beautiful car. It still has the 6-volt.
Oh, is it real? So it's
still,
purely original.
It's even the interior is original.
Well, the 2005 Ford GT just drove past.
Yeah.
Beautiful cars.
Yeah.
Love those cars.
And by the way, before we get going today, I wanted to give a shout out to that fine shop that I found this week, thanks to Conrad DeLong.
And what shop might that be?
That would be Caliber Auto, and the guys out there, they're out in Sienna Plantation. They don't call it Sienna Plantation anymore. They just call it Sienna. Okay. But at any rate, it is a beautiful, well-maintained shop that has epoxied floors.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It has got a waiting area with honest to God, a Starbucks coffee machine.
What?
I know. I didn't even know they had such a thing, but I had to sample, of course.
Oh, sure.
And I got a $100 four-wheel alignment on my car.
That is smoking.
That is sweet. That is after my new tires that I got, thanks to Jeffrey Zekin.
I didn't do anything.
Well, no, but you advised. Okay. You're a great advisor, tire advisor.
Advice and dissent. I mean, consent.
Yeah, that's it. So I got a new set of tires on the Corvette and a front-end alignment, and the thing drives like a brand-new car. I got a chance to actually get underneath the car because it was on the lift.
Always good.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like a brand-new car underneath there.
That's fantastic.
I know. So I was impressed with myself.
So you're happy?
I am happy.
Good.
I did find out that my buddy that I bought it from, Mr. Greg Enders, pretty much burned the rear tires off of it when he owned it.
I saw that.
Yeah, and so we're not going to do that.
Well, you never know. Erica may have driven it.
Well,
too.
My guess is that she probably did.
Was there a time slip in the glove box?
There was not a time slip that I could find. I think that was hidden somewhere underneath the dash pad or something. But at any rate, so welcome to the monthly Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In out here in Katy. And Mr. Mars has lined up a guest for us. Mr. Mars?
You know, when we were watching the cars come in earlier, and we saw this, I guess, black and silver, black and gray one come in, and we kept talking about, was that a Accord? Is it this or is that? Well, it's not any of that.
Oh, my.
What is it?
So I'm going to let...
It's a mystery car.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to let Ron Fernau.
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah,
correct.
I got close. Anyway, Ron's joining us, and he's going to tell us about that unique vehicle out there.
What is it, Ron?
Well, it's called an Armaretta.
Armaretta.
Yes, and it's named after an Italian cookie.
Really?
I'm
I've
glad.
heard of that before. Yeah, okay.
And it was produced by Lorini Coachworks, which was an Italian company, and they built probably 30, 40 of them, and they were built to compete with the BMW and the Mercedes.
How many are left?
Probably less than 20.
What year is that thing?
That's an 87. We've just spent 2.5 years in rebuild, whole drivetrain, and it's other than that, it's as it came.
Did you get it here in the States or
No,
did you bring it in?
through Hemmings I found it, and it was in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay.
I have a cousin there, so I said, "Hey, go over and drive this thing." And he came back. He said, "If you don't buy it, I will."
Wow.
But so we had it purchased and then delivered.
You say 2.5 year restoration. Was it in semi-good shape, like or perfect shape?
No, it
or
was
is
it was in perfect shape, except the engine. When they overboard the engine.
Oh, that's never good.
Yeah, and I couldn't keep it from overheating.
What kind of motor is it?
Right now, it's essentially a modified Corvette.
Oh.
It's a Chevy 350, I guess. Produces probably 380 horsepower. Fuel injected. It's sweet.
Okay.
But-
And the transmission?
That's a Chevrolet transmission. I'm not sure which one.
Front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?
I'm sorry?
Front-wheel drive or rear-wheel
Rear.
drive?
Rear.
What's the original chassis underneath it?
I think it's a GMC,
Okay.
and I'm not sure what the shell was, but I know the frame is GMC.
Okay, because when you drove in, I didn't see all of it, but I kind of caught pieces of it, and I was like, Zimmer.
Yeah.
And then when you turn the corner, I'm like, no, it's
No.
not a Zimmer.
No.
It's a cookie.
It's an Italian cookie. But because the Zimmers were based off of like the Oldsmobile Tornados and Buick Rivieras, and I was wondering if that was as well, but apparently it's not.
No.
Pretty unique car. I'm sure it draws a lot of attention everywhere you go.
It does. We showed it at Keels and Wheels probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
And then we decided we need to rebuild the engine. Going 12 miles and having to stop to let the engine cool was not cool.
No, that's not fun.
So we
So overboring the engine can get it to overheat.
Yeah, because the cylinder walls are too
You
thin.
get-
Oh,
you get it
gotcha.
too
And
thin.
they transmit the heat.
Yep.
Too much heat.
Got it.
So for people, if you look on, if Jeff will put it up, it's pretty much center in the picture as we look at the cars. Has a bit of a coffin nose cord front end to
exactly.
Yeah, it was square headlights, which
Yeah.
kind of throws you off when you
Well,
look at
that's purely 80s there.
87 Monte Carlo.
Yep, very
Something like
similar.
that,
The designer was in love with the Cord. He thought that was the most beautiful car ever produced.
it. I would agree.
And so he, I think it's a Delahaye, but that's okay.
Well, I'll go with the Delahaye as well. I've been posting lots of Art Deco cars on
Yeah.
our Facebook page lately.
But we've got one in build now, so hopefully in 3-4 years it'll be ready.
You have a Delahaye you're building? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh!
Yep. So
What year is the Delahaye?
37.
Those are, of all of the cars that have been built forever, I think that is probably the most stunning body work I have ever seen rolling down the road ever.
Yes. With the pontoon fenders, it's just outrageous.
And a lot of them had the enclosed tires, front and rear.
Yes, that's the pontoon fenders.
Yeah. It reminds me of the early Disney cartoons with Cruella de Vil, all of that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of the cartoonists there at Disney used that car in their renderings for whatever cartoon it was that they were doing. One of the things that I wanted to mention is that, have you been at this Tailpipes and Tacos cruise-in before?
I have never.
Have you?
Well, welcome.
Yeah,
Well,
welcome. On behalf of Stan Holt and Sheila Holt, they're up in Dallas racing this weekend, I got word, so they won't be here. But the one nice thing about this is that it's kind of like Keels and Wheels, but you just kind of show up, and everybody else does as well. But every month when they hold this thing, on the third Saturday of every month, It's a different group. There's some regulars.
There's some core people that show up every month.
But it's always it's a fresh bunch like yourself. And that's what really makes these things fun.
Yeah.
Because even if you're a regular, I mean, you get to see people that you've never seen before, cars that you've never seen before.
Which is why we wanted to have you on the show, because very cool car, very interesting car. I have never seen one before, and I think I'm a little bit of a car nut
couldn't be.
That has seen plenty, and I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
A Armaretta.
Armaretta.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
And when you found it in Scottsdale, was it sitting outside? Was somebody's collection, or
was,
just in their garage?
Garage.
Okay.
Yeah. Scottsdale is right next to Phoenix.
No,
Obviously.
I know where Scottsdale is.
And cars cook.
Oh, yeah. Everything cooks.
Yes.
It gets so hot in Scottsdale, they shut the air, or in Phoenix, they shut the airport down because the planes can't fly over, 115 degrees or something like that.
The air's too thin.
Well, so with that, as you went through the restoration of it, what did you find about part availability? Though I think you said your restoration was primarily drivetrain and chassis, and with standardized GM stuff, that shouldn't have been too difficult.
The most difficult thing we had was finding the instrument panel. And I went
It didn't have one?
It did, but I didn't like it. And some of the gauges didn't work, so we needed to redo that. And I found some place in South Dakota that builds them. So that took me, they probably took 3 months to build that.
Well, that's not bad, actually. No. Yeah. And so it's got a new dash in it. So did you do a lot of the work yourself?
I did a considerable amount, but I have a dear friend, Patrick McMahon, who's my ace mechanic.
Everybody needs one of those.
Yeah. He's one of those guys, if it can't fix it, it ain't broke. And then my son has done quite a bit of work on it cosmetically.
Yep.
So he refaced all the dash with all the veneer.
Now, does it have the original paint job on it?
The original.
Wow.
Still there.
Wow, that looks amazing for a 20-plus-year-old paint job.
More than that.
Well, that's why I said plus. I couldn't do the math in my head that quick.
That'd be 30-plus years. 30. Just saying.
And then you said it's rear-wheel drive. Is it standard differential, or is it independent?
It's a standard differential.
Standard differential. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you said he redid the veneer, so he redid all the woodwork in the interior. Well, that takes a craftsman as well.
I'll tell you. No, he's good. He's really good.
I'm trying to figure out what Mars is doing over my head
But
here.
I was sitting up here having a margarita at my favorite place in town when I saw your sign.
Okay.
And I said, that's perfect because we just finished this. Matter of fact, I just got it inspected last Thursday.
Nice.
So it's the first time it's been out of the garage for any distance other than testing.
Timing. Great timing.
Absolutely.
How far away do you live from here?
Probably a mile.
Oh, well, there's that, so you can walk here if you needed to.
Well, I've done that after 2 margaritas.
Whoa! You walked home.
Was it? You call it walking? We call it stumbling.
Well,
but,
3 is a stumble. 2 is a walk.
I got you. I got you. Well, clearly it gets lots of attention, and
so as you've gotten it registered and state inspected, what does the state recognize the VIN as?
I honestly haven't ever looked at that.
Okay. Because I would assume it's not a VIN from an Armaretta. I would assume it's a VIN from something GM-ish.
I think it is Armaretta.
Oh, is it really?
I
So
think
they
so.
actually put a VIN tag on it specific to the car. Well, that's...
Here's
it
the
is?
mechanic. Yeah,
Okay. So it has an Amaretto-specific VIN. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, that's real interesting because
so I guess then
doesn't
it's an import.
Then it doesn't come off as a conversion. It comes off as a custom coach. Wow. Okay.
Well, learn something new every day.
Amaretta and coffee.
Because when I first thought it was a kit car.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Well, clearly it's not.
Well, now you've caught my attention. I'm going to go look them up on the internet, and
Okay.
we're going to get a couple of pictures of it. I'm going to get Mars to get some pictures of it, and we will post it in our unicorn hunting
Oh, great.
section.
Yeah.
I've got the cover and several pages from Custom Car A custom car?
Car collector.
Collective car.
Yeah, it's a
And
Canadian magazine.
Yeah, and it's setting beside the car, so it does a lot better job explaining its derivation.
Wow.
Yeah, except I had to get my trifocals adjusted to read the print on it.
Isn't it a bear?
It's an amazing looking car.
Yeah, it truly is. And I'm glad that you got the overheating problem fixed, and I know you
absolutely.
are too.
Oh, gosh.
Did you have any clue when you bought it that it would do that?
No. My cousin said, it drives well, and this was in Scottsdale, and it was during the summer. So, and he's built cars like you cannot believe. I can't compare mine with some of his.
Right.
But he said it's great, so I bought it. And I got 12 miles on it once I got here to Houston.
It's before it got hot.
He's got a dry heat. That's the difference. Yeah.
How did you ship it? How did you ship it or transport it into Houston?
There's a number of shipping companies that do this, and some quite reasonably. But
that specialize in car transport.
Some are open, some are covered.
Right.
Just depends on what you want to pay for.
Well, being in Scottsdale, they use a lot of the reliable transports that you see them.
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't think they're inexpensive. They're real high quality, but I don't think
well, you pay what you get,
Yeah, I don't think
I think from Phoenix it was $500-600 is all.
Oh, that's
really?
nothing.
That's very good.
By comparison, especially to move a car like that.
Yeah.
Because I shipped 2 cars back from Fresno, California, and both of them were over $1,000.
And next time you do that, let us know. We'll drive it for you.
Sure.
That's true. Yeah, we could just
separate times.
Absolutely.
So how many miles have you put on it? Just the 3, just driving here?
Yeah. Since the rebuild. 3.
Okay.
And how's it drive?
It sounds like a car that wants to go.
Yeah.
And
so you haven't stuck your foot in the throttle all the way.
Oh yeah, it 26 miles. I stand corrected. These guys have been sneaking it out.
That's it.
That's my son Jeff. He's responsible for all the interior
your
work.
technical.
Jeff,
He's
there you go. He's the one that's sneaking it out.
Yeah.
Have you gone throttle down on it yet?
Yeah.
No, he's going to shake his head no because Dad's watching.
Funny. Well,
very, very cool.
Yeah,
car.
it truly is. I mean, of all the cars that are here, and not to say anything bad about any of the cars that are here, I'd take any one that's here, but yours is the most unique today.
Yes.
So you win the unique trophy of the morning.
There you go.
And it's attracting a lot of attention just sitting here watching.
Well, that's good.
Lots of people are going up to take pictures of it. So you have definitely perked my interest in learning more about an Armaretta.
Armaretta.
I just wrote down cookie.
It's easier to remember.
Jeff's our cookie monster.
Well, Ron, it's great to talk to you. Thanks
Well,
so
thank
much
you,
for
sir.
stopping by. We really appreciate you. Appreciate your car, and hope to see you again out here.
much so.
We're usually here once a month.
Great.
Bring the Delahaye when it's done.
Yeah.
That'll be a couple years.
Really?
We'll wait.
You know, you could tease us and just trailer it up here. We'd just like to see the Delahaye at any
That'd be
minute.
good.
A work in progress.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be prolonged. So,
So
Why
it-
is that?
well, because it's essentially body off.
Got
so
you.
We're have to redo some of the frame.
Are you taking pictures of the stages as you complete it?
we will.
So who's doing? Is it your same crew doing the work?
So what's your plan for the Delahaye? Is it concourse level,
Oh,
Pebble Beach kind of stuff?
Probably not Pebble Beach level, but certainly around here it'll catch eyes.
Surfside Beach.
Surfside Beach. That's right.
No, I doubt it'll go anywhere near the salt water.
No.
Make waves at Keels and Wheels for
Yeah.
sure.
No doubt. Well, Ron, thanks so much for stopping by.
Well, you're so welcome. I appreciate you guys' effort here.
Yep, you bet. Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Hope to see you again. All right. Why don't we do the cruise-in calendar? Although we are at one today out here at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, the once-a-month thing out here at the Lupi Tortilla in Katy.
And if you're close by, it's going on till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we'd love to have you stop by. You don't have to have a special car or anything like that because it's a car show unto itself with all these cars that drove in here this morning. So what else is coming up?
Well, again, tonight is Nifty 50s at Grogan's Mill Road in the Woodlands. Also tonight is the Kima Car Meet. I don't know if David Ainsley's son still goes to that all the time.
Yeah, he does.
Tomorrow, May 16th, is the Needville Blue Jays Band fundraiser
All right.
from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Harvest Park in Needville, Texas. And that's-
Needville.
Yeah.
Is that Nederland?
No.
Needville's
Needville's
another town over there.
Okay.
But I think
Needville
It's
is
a
south of
Wharton.
I think it's a
Rosenberg.
South of
smaller
Wharton.
town.
Yeah.
Or in Wharton.
Okay.
And,
Is that the Fighting Blue Jays?
the Fighting Blue Jays. But and that show's been going on for a number of years, and it gets a lot of support, which is kind of cool. So if you want to get out and support a local band, that'd be one to go to.
I didn't know that Blue Jays fought.
Blue Jays are mean.
Actually,
I've watched Blue Jays chase squirrels
Yes.
off of
Backyard.
power lines
Yep.
and stuff
In
and
my
knock
back-
them off.
Yeah. Kick their
So I
little
guess they do
tails.
fight.
Kick their squirrel tail.
And then this coming Friday night will be Friday nights at Valley Ranch over in New Caney, which is kind of the intersection of 99 and 59 up there north of Kingwood. Friday night also at Freddy's at Kirkendall and 2920. On next Saturday is Garages and Gearheads on May 22nd, which is at 1443 FM 1463.
Wait a minute.
That's a mouthful of
Let me
confusion.
get this. Garages and Gearheads.
Well, we had them on last week. Garages of Texas.
Right.
And
Yes.
they're sponsoring that event.
Oh, I
Oh,
see. I get it. I got you. Okay.
And then also, you remember Adrian Valdez? He was one of the firefighters we had on here. He had the
Yes.
supercharged Corvette.
Right.
He's helping the 2920 Roadhouse up in Hockley. They're doing a show called Firefighters Helping Firefighters, and that's on May 22nd from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Car show, live auction, silent auction, and it's a fundraiser to help firefighters. So I thought that was another worthy event out there. Saturday, June 12th, is the Cypress Coffee and Cars kickoff at 27240 US 290 in Cypress. Bring the Heat meet on the 13th of June at 1215 Pinemont, and again, that's sponsored by our friends at Heels and Wheels. You should join that, Don. You and the Red Pumps, Heels and Wheels. Now, especially now that you got new tires on the vent.
Well, yeah, I know. And, it's funny. I've been having trouble finding a size 13 in my classic red.
We'll find you some. So
I
your feet
know
are
you-
getting bigger as you get older.
There's a nice Oldsmobile just pulled in
Yep,
there.
442, 72 model.
Okay. You need some 15-inch wheels on yours.
And then finally is June 13th is going to be the first annual car show. So they're getting started with their own car show at Bayway Chevrolet and our friends from Bayway.
Yes.
And that'll
Lincoln
be,
Stall, and I plan on being there.
That'll be
that's
that'll be a
Sunday.
cool event. Yeah, that'll be a real cool event to
Yeah,
attend.
yeah.
So and that's going to be in Pearland at Bayway Chevrolet off of 518.
In Pearland.
In Pearland.
Yeah. It's in close to downtown Pearland.
Yeah, it's west. Excuse me,
Oldsmobiles
east
aren't
of
really
280.
aren't really invited.
Well, I
Cadillacs
still
are.
have to get mine fixed. so.
Cadillacs are.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with it?
Oh, it's
dirty.
The starter, the ignition switch.
You have
bit.
not done that
No,
yet?
I
What's the
haven't.
problem?
Time and effort, and
Well, you take it somewhere.
Make
No,
the time.
I
Drag it
can't
somewhere.
get it started.
Oh, my God.
That is the most wasted thing in human mankind is time.
It's
well,
something you
Write
can
that
never
down.
recover.
Can write that down.
All right, time now for this hour's car review, the in-wheel time car of the week, the 2021 Buick Envision. Had a chance to drive that a couple of weeks ago. It comes in several trim levels. It starts with the Preferred, then it goes to Essence. I work with a girl by the name of Essence. And then goes to Premium, and then Premium 2. I had the Avenir, which is the king
Top
of the
of the
road,
line.
Wow.
front-wheel drive. This is considered a small SUV. It's completely redesigned for 2021. The problem that I'm having with Buick overall is the fact that they have names for cars that I'm just not familiar with.
And can't pronounce until you work on it.
Well, the Envision. I mean, why not bring back things like the Skylark?
No? Okay.
How about the Deuce and a Quarter?
If you look at Buick's naming here recently, everything's begun with an E for some reason.
Branding.
Okay.
It's a branding thing.
Enclave, Envision, Encore. I'm not real sure why, but that's been their pattern lately.
Anyway, So exterior features include a well-sculpted and thought-out overall design, in my opinion. A modern Buick-style grille, which is nice, actually. I like it. Sloping fastback style hatch glass back there. High-mounted front and rear taillights. What I liked about it, it fits the near luxury genre for that car.
For Buick, yep.
Yep. What could use improvement? Nothing. Don't change a thing. I really do like it. Interior highlights include a driver-centric dash. Infotainment screen is tilted toward the driver.
That's cool.
Angled toward the driver.
Yep.
Now, the passenger can still see it, but it's got just a little, it's cocked out just a little bit from the
tilt.
dash. Yep.
Little cockpit look.
Yep. Quilted perforated seats. The seat surfaces in this Avenir, very nice. Huge front to rear sunroof in the thing, if you're into that sort of thing.
And you're
I'm
typically not.
No, I'm not. Because
think-
this is Houston, Texas, and, summertime in Houston, Texas just doesn't lead to sunroofs.
Doesn't General Motors call that a panoramic view?
Panoramic roof.
'Cause I have that in my Cadillac.
Okay, well, whatever you want to call it, it's huge. Generous stowage behind the second row as far as cargo room is concerned. What I liked about it, the well put together interior. Engine is a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder that turns out 252 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. And you're going, that's not quite enough. Yeah, it is. 9-speed automatic transmission makes that
I was
just
gonna
right.
say, yeah, it keeps it in the
Tow
power
rating
band.
up to 1,500 pounds, so a small trailer. You want to go to the, the gardening center and pick up some plants.
Hey, a jet ski.
There you go. That. City, 24 miles per gallon, 31 on the highway for a combined of 26. I got 27.9
Wow.
over 331.4 miles. What I liked, feels like a lot more power with that 9-speed automatic transmission. Now, I also want to mention that there is a larger engine, a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder that has 197 horsepower. That's option.
But that's non-turbo.
Correct. What I liked about it, the ride and handling, very comfortable. Steering is a little over-assisted for my taste.
But that's kind of a Buick thing.
Steer by
It is.
wire.
Base trim price is $40,200. Prices tested is $45,305. Of course, the top of the line. Base model price, you can get in one of these things for $34,830.
Not
Now,
bad.
competitors include the Mercedes-Benz GLC class for $47,910, the Volvo XC60 for $49,745, and the Acura RDX for $42,425. So you can clearly see, as far as price is concerned, that it's competitive with its foreign counterparts. I like it. The Buick for 2021 Envision Avenir.
My sister just bought one, but she didn't buy the Avenir. She bought the next level down, and she loves it.
Wanted to remind everybody that the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, as well as Twitch. Podcasts are available on your favorite podcast channel. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break. When you're ready to shop Chevrolet, we know one that should be at the top of your list, Bayway. Locally owned by Houston-born and raised Daryl Wisniewski, Bayway brings a sense of family to your Chevrolet buying experience. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you now have a place to go. General Manager Lincoln Stahl guarantees Bayway will beat any competitor's written price on the new vehicle you choose or pay you $1,000. Bayway Chevrolet is located only 8 minutes from the Beltway and Highway 288. Whether it's online or in person, you'll be welcomed like one of the family. BaywayChevrolet.com. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise-in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, June 19th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free, and everyone is invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupi founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there, too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday morning, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy, weather permitting.
NHRA Camping World Drag Racing. It's an 11,000 horsepower Nitro Rodeo coming to Houston Raceway Park in Baytown. Catch all the Nitro and Pro stock action at the Mopar Express Lane NHRA Spring Nationals presented by Pennzoil May 21st through 23rd. Matt Hagan, Leah Pruitt, Erica Enders, 3-time world champ Steve Thorns, and 16-time himself John Force. Kids 12 and under are free in general admission. Get tickets at HoustonRaceway.com. Houston's got horsepower.
Don't miss the first ever Houston Summer Auto Show, May 19th through the 23rd at NRG Center. A limited edition collection of your favorite brands and models, including the new Ford Bronco and Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Tickets online only at HoustonAutoShow.com.